Some woman has been arrested. From what we can tell, an old prisoner of war. She will not speak to anyone and is consistently requesting for Lieutenant Derrick.
All right.
The door that you spawned in front of, that's where you would walk in. If you need help again, I can bring you to it.
Right. Barely have time to even relax. Hail, guardsman.
Lincoln.
Aye.
It's been a while.
Yeah, well, front lines aren't pretty. I'm needed here.
I won't doubt that. Yes. If you want to speak to her, you can.
Was she
I
by
was
herself
told.
when you initially captured her, or do you know that?
No, not fully. When all the civilians are getting moved from Dunmar, which they still are, they noticed her suspicious acts, avoiding faces, a few other things. Led to a whole investigation and me being called from Fort Echo.
Right. I'll talk to her then.
I identified her. I
Have an
identified
inkling on
her
who
as
she might be.
Aye. He keeps requesting Derrick, but you know.
Fine.
Something's wrong with her. Just telling you now.
Physically or mentally? Or is she cursed?
I think it's mentally. Something's wrong. Can't tell you exactly what. Didn't get a lot of time to speak before she kind of just shut me out.
Well. She physically
Yeah,
well? No injuries?
yeah, no, she's quite alright. Didn't put up much of a fight.
Alright.
Look, I've always had my suspicions of her disappearance. There was no evidence, nothing, but, I mean, come on. Derrick just up and all of a sudden not knowing where she was.
I'm sure he had his reasons, if your suspicions are correct, but I will not speak ill of the dead.
Of course not. Just thought I would let you know.
Of course.
There should be a guardsman down there. Make sure you speak to him first.
Sure.
Have fun with the prisoner.
At least I'm clean. Last thing she'd want to see is some man in armor covered in blood. And they talk to this troubled soul.
Walking down, the prison itself is somewhat clean, quiet.
Greetings.
Aye. May I see any identification? Papers, just in case I know who you are.
It's gonna pull out a old silver medallion from under his chest piece.
That's good enough. Anyways, I'm sure you've already been told. Wise, we try to get much information, especially the guardsman that you talked to up there. Try to interrogate her only for the purposes of calm, Wise.
Right.
Although we're not able to get anything so far, at least for the calm side, just by talking. But as the request, we did not do anything more. For now.
Were they given proper accommodations, or do they have yet to eat?
We give whatever food we can, since they are noble. We
What?
give the best treatment for the purposes, but they are still a prisoner.
Oh, thank you, guardsman.
I'll be waiting outside the cell. Just yell it and we will come right in.
Sure.
You're not who I requested.
No, I'm not.
Then I have nothing to say.
I am the closest thing you can say to Catherine. Catherine is dead.
Dead?
Why?
When?
A little soon after you were gone, at least to my knowledge. The Crows, his uncle, being their leader, he succumbed to his wounds while fighting, or thereafter at least. He was like a son to me. I would not lie to you about the man's fate.
That can't be true.
It is, unfortunately. I would not be here personally otherwise.
Oh.
I left the front lines to come over here.
Doesn't matter, right? It's
Aye.
where you were setting your seeds.
I'll be correct. It's also where I nearly died, alongside the other forts.
I guess I have nothing at all to talk about.
On the contrary, I
He's
believe
dead.
you have plenty to talk about. I barely know anything about you from what he told me.
I barely remember anything about me.
And then perhaps talking will jog that memory of yours. You are not the first troubled soul I've had to talk to.
Yeah. But am I the first to not being able to remember my own name? He had to tell me that.
I have seen many soldiers, many young lads and lasses forget who they are, forget family. It's what the curse is all about.
Curse. Right. Curse. I seem to be fucking cursed.
Could be. Most of us are.
Yeah.
Cursed to lose those that you care about.
Yeah. Well, you made it all the way here from the front. You can ask me what you want, because I'm never gonna see Derrick again.
I gave him a proper funeral. If you ever, for some reason, are released, there's nothing to prove to be held against you, you can feel free to go to Fort Echo. His grave should be there.
Yeah, that'll be something. I mean, I ran away being a prisoner of war.
Oh, you're a prisoner of war. But unfortunately, my penal battalion is still on the front lines, what's left of them, at least. So, I would have no reason to take one woman across the country just to fight in another war. And if
Yeah,
there's
I'm not
nothing to be held
fighting.
against you in terms of espionage or spycraft, there'd be no reason to hold you.
My title? Kind of the whole reason why I was remembered in the first place, being a minor noble. Usefulness.
Well, you could start by telling me a story. At the very least, a proper
Yeah.
introduction.
I've been told my name is Alara Silvervale. I know I went to some sort of school or college. For what, I cannot say. And then, I think it was Hillian who took me for something. And then I was, I must have been injured. That's what the medic said. I had a head injury or something. I was in shitty fucking bathhouse woman clothes. Trying to get people to, you know,
Right.
do those things. Apparently I had my eye on Derrick. After he rescued me at whatever fort Hillian had here.
Mistgard.
Yeah, Misgard. And then things turned out I passed out or something at Echo. And then I stabbed, I think, a medic. So then I got me landed in a cell. And then eventually, after getting the clothing off, I was supposed to work in the fields. But clearly that didn't end up happening.
Fortunately, I can't confirm nor deny a lot of that other than that you were stationed at the farming as a hand, and that you were Derrick's responsibility. I was unfortunately out of the count for a month or two after what Hillian did to me.
Yeah, some days I'm better, some days are worse. The writing's getting better, finally. It only took 3 months.
Right. So you're actively trying to better yourself. Put your past
I
behind
was,
you.
yep. Well, what of the past I remember, yeah. I had no way to get back home, wherever the fuck that was, not with my mercenary.
You have any current friends? Anyone you talked to before you ended up here?
There was a few people in Havel I was speaking to. But that was after everything.
What were you doing
The
when you
only
initially
other-
got apprehended?
Like, why I'm in here?
What were you doing before you got captured? Doesn't have to be a crime. It's merely what the circumstance was.
Before everyone got called to Damara to come to the Baron's land and getting everyone moved, forcing everyone out of their homes. I was working with someone, just trying to figure out who I was and doing some here and there jobs.
Right. Have you run into any of the Kingsmen at all? Among trying to get back on your feet? Any conversations?
I mean, yeah, of course I ran into Kingsman. Kind of all Dunmar was for a bit. None of them recognize me. I mean, why would they? No
Right.
reason to.
Did you have any extensive conversations with them at all, or was it a simple hello?
It's dependent. Sometimes I talk to some more than others. You know, they seem kind. I don't get what you're trying to ask me.
Just trying to get a read on you. The new you, I guess, is a better word to put it.
Yeah, knew me.
Because from what I can see, while standing here, you are a poor woman who has been a victim of circumstance. Given a blank slate, but nowhere to go and nothing to write on that slate with. So I'm trying to figure out
No.
who you are.
I don't really know. I mean, sometimes I'm better at writing, some days my handwriting is the worst it's ever been. Some days I remember his name, some days I don't. That's why I had that simple reminder that I left behind because I'm fucking stupid.
When we were within Dunmara, you mentioned that. Were you there? Or at least in
Yeah.
Havel?
I was in Havel. Second I saw you and others, specifically that dog woman,
My
it's
daughter.
hard to not really...
I understand.
Sure. Yeah, kinda went into a panic. Put my house up for sale and I left.
One of my compatriots took the liberty to search your old abode, I suppose is a way to put it. We found some sort of metal tool thing. You know what that was?
Yeah, that was a piece of metal that was stuck in my leg that Hillian made me wear. Kept it in case I needed to sell it.
Oh. Okay.
It was
Cruel
part
bastard.
of the design. Yeah.
Do you have difficulty walking now because of that?
Sometimes here and there it's a bit harder. It's been getting better though. At least I think it has been.
God, I'm at an impasse now.
It's kind of my whole life.
If you were given freedom right now, where would you go? What would you do? Would you try to become a farmhand? Would you
I have no idea.
work in a tavern? If given the option.
I like to write. I'm good at it. Most of the time I am.
So a merchant or a scribe?
I guess, yeah.
Right. I'll note that then. Is there anything else you can remember, even something small? Whether it be from Havel or beforehand, interacting with Catherine? Anything from Echo, the farmhand work?
I remember a bit about him. He was very kind, very sweet. He was hurting when he let me go.
Right.
Apparently he had a whole discussion with Black Shield, the mercenary. Kinda came at me as a whole shock. I didn't need to see his face to tell that there was a bit of regret on it.
Okay. Well, you'd be correct. That young man's gone through a lot of hardship for being where he ended up.
Yeah. You've said people went through, my home, right?
Why? A couple of my
Did they end up
compatriots.
finding, they end up finding that, that reminder I had. The simple mark. Simple little thing to remind me of him. A symbol of his house. That's what it was. Sorry.
I think so. I wouldn't know. I'd have to double check with those that were there with me. I just got off the front for about 2 months, so I'm still getting my bearings.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to get it, so I guess it doesn't matter.
I'll see if I can ask, but I don't know. Perhaps Elise might know. I can ask her.
Maybe, yeah. If you can, just at least make sure it's alright. I was supposed to give that back when we met again.
Out of respect for Derrick, both as his commanding officer as well as a man who was very important to me, I will do what I can. I swear it on the name of Fayne that if I find that item and I'm able to get it back to you, I'll try.
Yeah.
Nothing matters more than family or those that are close to you, especially in a dark world like this.
Yeah, right.
You should make a habit of journaling your thoughts, experiences once you're out of here, when you get out of here. Just so that if you do have memory
If I get
issues
out of
again,
here.
I don't see why they'd have any reason to hold you. You're not rightly a prisoner of war at this point. You haven't served the Kingsmen for a long time.
Yeah,
You've served your sentence, in a way.
that's up for the, I think the bailiff to decide, I think. Because, I did stab someone, apparently. That medic, church worker, whoever it was.
I think you try to find some way to do penitence for it. Luan's sake. I don't think the worker died, so your sentence wouldn't be as severe as if they did. You might be held here for a while, but do what you can to prove your innocence. I, for one, unlike a lot of the old bastards here, believe in second chances.
Yeah. Seems I've gotten quite a few of them recently. Second chance in my whole life, I guess.
You were never given a chance in the first place from the sounds of it.
Yeah, I guess so. God. You can say if you want. Can't exactly stop you.
I'm alright standing. Need to be on my feet.
Yeah.
You gotta calm down first things first.
From what?
It's never easy seeing young lads and lasses deal with their first fight, nevertheless frontline fighting. Teenagers, 18 and up, terrified. It's never easy.
That's, it's understandable.
Still, could be worse. I think one of Catherine's
Yeah,
first
could be.
major fights was Mistgard, now that I think of it, and that was a slaughter for both sides.
I remember seeing it. Stuck on that second level, forced to just watch and beg for help, or I was hitting on someone. Maybe.
It's a day I'll never forget, no matter how many times my head got caved in.
Yeah.
Hearing him beg us to leave. But that's a story for another time, and is rather unimportant compared to your current situation. Currently, I would implore you to try to think of ways to prove your innocence, prove that you are changed, I suppose. Whether it be a oath of non-violence, take a pact of pacifism with the local church, become a one of the cloth, or whatever. There's only so much I can do.
I wouldn't remember it. No, I was just hoping to speak with him. Hoping I got to hear that voice again.
I do too. More than anything. You can still carry out his message. But whatever that will be is up to you. I doubt he'd want you to return to your previous life.
Whatever it was. I
So
don't
the best
think
thing
I'll
you can do
ever
now
make
is
my
move on.
way to the other side of the country.
I'd implore you to talk to the church members. See what you can do. There's writing positions to my knowledge there. And you get at least a roof over your head and some food in your belly.
Maybe, yeah. Guess that wouldn't be the worst outcome.
Better than a farmhand.
Aye. Better from a farmhand. Right.
Is there anything else you wish for me to speak to you about? Any information you would wish to give me? Otherwise I am needed. I still need to get a status report on several different missions and probably read incident reports from some of my keepers.
Yeah. I don't know what I could give you. The only one I could say is find Black Shield the mercenary. But, who knows where he is right now.
If you give him quill and paper, could you make a sketch of him?
I guess, yeah.
And that'll be your first, I guess, request.
Maybe.
Anything you can remember? Any information is good information.
And now he's a damn good fighter. Um, I've had good experiences with the Baronsman and everything.
Goes by the Prince now.
Prince. Okay, sure. I had a good experience with some of them. Riken was good. He saw me walking around with no shoes on in the cold and offered to carry me back. Very sweet of him.
Alright. Well, I'll see if I can talk to the guardsman. Get you a quill and paper, and then I must likely take my leave.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
It's never too late for a second chance, always remember that. She didn't have a whole lot of information, but she might have at least something. If you can get her a quill and paper, she can make a sketch of some person of interest, some mercenary, Black Shield. That's the most
Black
information
Shield,
she can
alright.
give.
I see. Anything else?
Nothing I didn't already know.
That is all. I see. Alright then. We take it from here for the time being. At least they gave you something, at least. But
Aye.
thank you.
A favor.
Make sure things
Get a person
Aye.
of the church here to talk to her. She might become a woman of the cloth, turn a new leaf. It's better than whatever route she's going down now.
I see. I will bring it up to my superiors.
I will take my leave then, sir.
Escort you out.
Fuck's sakes, I hate the cold weather.
It does it to all.
Especially when you have an old injury. Don't know what it is, but the cold just makes it angry. Didn't really have any new information that I didn't already know. She just wanted to talk to Derrick because he was close to her. I had him positioned over her for a reason. But she does wish to... I don't know. Find a way to live once more. Put her old life behind her, whatever that is. She appears to have some sort of memory issues. And from what I got a read on her, she was being as candid as possible with me.
Yeah, alright. It's not my call, unfortunately. I'm only just here because literally no other captain is available.
And it's fair. I'm just giving you everything I got from her.
Thank you. Something to take back to the front. With the civilians, all the civilians from Dunmar were getting swamped hard. Really hard.
I'd imagine.
There's already concerns of food. And we're just barely getting into winter soon.
According to what the prince was telling me, he was much more prepared this time, but given the refugees, it still might cause issue. I understand.
I'm definitely more prepared. It's just... We're basically getting the entirety of Dunmara, which is almost the size of the Baron's land, and all of its people moved in to the Prince's land.
Very well. I'll note
We're
it.
getting swamped.
Who knows? Maybe...
So supplies might be getting... my supplies might take a lot longer.
I'll see what Lord Doncrest has to say. Maybe he has some sort of food stores in this land that we don't know about.
Maybe. Just thought I would let you know. I
appreciate it. It's better to carry the message with me than wait a month and then realize it's too late.
Yeah. Don't have a lot to do at Echo.
I assume the place
It's
isn't
really
any better
boring.
than before? From what I heard, it's a shithole now.
It's still a shithole. We're getting civilians, so people are finding a little bit of work. And with the iron that's coming in from the owls, some repairs are starting, but there's not enough places to house everyone. Misgard was swamped beforehand.
No, I'm not a builder.
And I know
Maybe
the whole...
repurpose the local cave systems. There was a couple.
Aye, there was. It's possible. Maybe you could find some iron there, maybe. It's
Or
just
at least
primarily
make it into a
keeping
living
people
space.
warm.
I don't know.
Yeah. I know the new town that the owls are trying to build is taking in a lot of people and giving them jobs and tents, but
I still need to be
Okay,
filled in
we
about
can't
their
have everyone.
situation. Last time I checked, I sent a small group, including Elise Farmer, to talk to them. And then I was sent to the front soon after, so I have to still get that report from them.
yeah, you should talk to one of your keepers about that one.
Oh, I'm hoping to hear good news. I trust them. Even if I didn't like the idea of sending such a low amount of people there in the first place.
Yeah, speaking to the keeper you sent, you're gonna want to do that.
Sure. I have plenty of incident reports to listen to anyway. You two
Yeah.
get some good rest and such. It's gonna be a long year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now for the final finale.